Welcome back. Episode 4 of the 7 Steps Career Success Framework. I'm Juhi, and here again with the brilliant Anyuta, CHRO, career coach, and the architect behind this framework. Welcome, Anyuta.
Juhi, I keep saying that you're such a spark,
Um,
and we are today going to be talking about your expertise, your niche, your brand. Because in today's world, generalists get hired, but specialists get remembered.
hmm,
And talking about brands, even I worked on my niche. I worked on my brand, and I sat and thought to myself, they are HR professionals around the world, but what sets me apart?
yeah.
And I started out with I built a niche and this which is now in sustainable HR, so green
Hmm,
HR, very less heard of, and
hmm,
I'm very proud to say I'm one of the pioneers in, at least in this country, to set
wow.
my course.
Wow, fantastic. And that really does hit hard, Anyuta, because I also think that I'm a generalist. So I think there's a lot for me also to learn from this step 4. So I think a lot, and I struggle a lot with this, that there are so many things one has done in the last 15, 20 years of one's career. But when someone asks, what's your thing? We hesitate. So tell me, why does owning your niche matter so much in one's career journey?
Joey, I'll tell you, your niche is your anchor. So when the job market feels crowded, which is what the situation with the market is right now, it's an employer-friendly market. Your niche is what helps you stand out. The way in the stock market, we look for an entry point and a suitable exit point. It works exactly the same way. And this is not about limiting yourself. It's about giving people a clear reason to remember and choose you. Now, I'll give you an example. Think of it this way. If your LinkedIn says marketing professional, that's very vague. There are millions and millions of marketing professionals out there. How are you any different from them? But if it says story driven, B2B SaaS marketeer focused on scaling early stage startups, now that's where you're speaking a brand. And the way I said, I am a green HR professional. Now people would remember me for the sustainability that I bring in my conversations when I'm talking human resources.
Hmm.
Another point that I want to talk to you about is we all associate ourselves with the brands we work.
Yeah.
And many LinkedIn profiles that you see would have a banner, say Air India, Boeing,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
But tomorrow, if that runs out on you,
Mm.
what does that brand stand for anymore?
Correct.
So, what I very strongly feel a banner should talk about your brand, who you are, what you bring on,
Mm.
and that will stick to you for the rest of your career.
Great. So, what I hear is that it's the clarity that makes all the difference, and that's what helps others recommend us, refer you, and respect what you bring to the table. So,
That's true.
Anyuta, let's move forward and bust a few myths. A lot of people feel like they have to be the best at something before they can claim that that is their niche. Is that true?
No, not at all. You don't need to be the world's best. You just need to be clear, consistent, and committed.
Hmm.
Your niche is where your interest and experience and impact overlap. And
Hmm.
another myth that having a niche will box you in reality, niche becomes your entry point,
Hmm.
not your whole identity. And that's exactly what I said. I gave you a stock market example. So you want an entry point and an exit point. So that's what your niche does you. It gives you a trigger point to make your mark and get access. You get your foot inside the door and you can grow from it. And but you need to start somewhere specific. So one has to have an internal clarity on where your fire lies, where your passion lies. What can you do best?
Yeah, so well put. So you are not building a box, a prison. You're not caging yourself. You're building actually a door, a pathway where you can meet people and you can actually walk them through what you stand for, right? Okay.
Yes,
So
yes.
how does this step 4 in the course help people define and build their niche?
So the seven-step career success framework, Juhi, is it's a complete package. It's a complete framework where from step 1 to step 7, one step feeds into the other, and it transitions how an employee looks at himself or herself. And in this particular step, where we're talking about brand, we're talking about your niche. Many of us finish our career without realizing that, I have a personalized impact to the business or the place where I work. So, what we guide you through identifying patterns in your experience. What keeps showing up that energizes you? Connecting your work to problems you love solving. So if you notice, there are companies that do job descriptions, and I always say those job descriptions are an SOS call for the problems that the organization is looking to solve through you. Should you fit it well? And that's what needs to speak out. As you progress to the step 4, you get to understand how to craft a one line niche statement, the kind that fits your email signature or elevator pitch. That one tagline that people remember you. For me, it's driving growth through people. That's it. It's as simple as that. And last but not the least, building credibility around your expertise using stories, results, and even small wins. You
Yeah.
remember when we spoke about LinkedIn, I said people write a lot, but they don't have anything to back it up. So you want to back it up. You want to show some, foolproof data that I have made this impact. So that is what this step offers you.
Amazing. So the last part is key, huh? That you don't need so many years, 10, 15, 20 years to build a brand. You just need to start speaking the language of your expertise, right?
Exactly. The module is about owning your voice and taking your space in the market with clarity and courage. It's not about if I'm 5 years, 7 years, 15 years, or
Mm.
for that matter, 25 years in the industry.
Hmm.
You've been in the industry, you've made a impact, talk about it.
Yeah, amazing. Own your voice. I love that. So, if you've been struggling with the question, what do you really do? This course helps you find out the words, the focus, and the confidence.
Yes, yes. And your brand doesn't have to be loud, it just has to be clear.
Hmm.
That's what creates recall and respect.
Amazing.
And what
Hmm.
I want you to also know, the audience to know, that your breakthrough is waiting inside the full 7 step career success framework. I invite all of you to at least visit courses.anyutadhir.com to take control of your career. We've put in corners of the website some certain surprises for you. So you'll
Hmm.
be in for some very pleasant surprise. And beyond that, if you have any questions, you think you're doubt, you're stuck in your career somewhere and you want somebody to talk, so
Hmm.
I welcome you to set up time with me via anyutadhir.com.
Amazing. Thanks, Anyuta. And I look forward to the next episode, episode 5, where we dive into your golden key to the job hunt. That'll be very exciting. Thank you.
Thank you, Juhi. See you soon.
See you.